Hello everyone, welcome to another English class. The activity for today is part of the second semester block 1, Hansel and Gretel fairy tale, page 36. Perfect? Okay, my friends, let's start today's story first of all. Later I'll explain a little bit of the activity that we need to do as homework at the end of the video. Perfect? Please, first of all, please pay attention to the explanation, to the story, to the fairy tale that I say, okay? I put a video and start to say the fairy tale, this story. Okay, let's start. Perfect. Please listen. First of all, please listen me and pay attention again. Let's start, my friends. Perfect. We have in this case the story of Hansel and Gretel. Okay. Let's start. There once named Hansel and Gretel. Perfect. As we can see, this is the story. Let's start. There once a family with a father with two children. Perfect. Named Hansel and Gretel. The father is a good cooker, and there was much good to cook where they live. He didn't want to go far away, because he would have to leave Hansel and Gretel alone. Hansel and Gretel wanted to help, so one day they decided to try to find some more food for the family. They went into the wood while their father was working. They knew they'd walking very far, so Hansel dropped a trail of breadcrumbs behind them. They wanted they would have something to guide them back home. But what they didn't realize that a dog was following the bread trail, eating up all the crumbs. By Monday, Hansel and Gretel hadn't found any food, and they were getting so hungry. They decided to go back home, when they could rest in their own beds and eat a small lunch. But saw only the dog. They saw only the dog. They were completely lost. They worried and they wondered. But no matter what they did, they couldn't find their way home. Then a white bird wandered up and looked right at them. They followed it through the woods and into a clearing where they saw the most delicious looking house they had ever seen. It was made of gingerbread and candy, and held together with thick, gooey frosting. The closer they got, the more their stomachs rumbled. The door opened, and an old woman poked her head out. "Oh, you poor dears, you look positively starved," she exclaimed. Come inside. Hansel and Gretel were so hungry and tired that they didn't think twice about going into the woman's house. Once inside, she gave them tons and tons of candy. They ate until they were stuffed. They were so content that they both dozed up. When they awoke, it was very warm inside the house. Gretel got up first to see what was going on. The old woman had turned on her oven, and was humming while she mixed some spices up in a bowl. Something seemed up the Gretel. The woman looked scarier than she had earlier, when they were so hungry. "You're away," she said when she saw Gretel. Gretel nodded. She looked around to find Hansel, and saw that he was still sleeping soundly. But there was a cage around him. "I have a wonderful idea," said the old hag. "It's so drafty in here. Why don't you get in the oven? It will warm you right up." Gretel was too smart for that. She knew something wasn't right about this old woman. Thinking fast, she said, "You want me to do what?" "Get into oven there," said the old woman. "I don't understand," Gretel says. This woke Hansel up and watched from his cage. He couldn't tell that Gretel was up to something, so he stayed as quiet as possible. The oven, said the hag, leaning closer and closer to the open oven door. Gretel took a deep breath, hoping that this would work. "Maybe you should show me what to do," the old woman sighed. But she climbed up into the oven anyway. As soon as the woman was all the way in, Gretel slammed the oven door shut, broke Hansel out of the cage, and grabbed him by the hand. They ran away as fast as they could. They ran for what felt like hours before finally stopping. They were safe from the old woman. But there was one problem. They still didn't know how to get home. There was a big lake, and Hansel thought he might recognize the trees at the other side. But he couldn't be sure, and neither of them could swim. But then a duck swam over them. It was the same of one from Glimpse who eaten their breadcrumbs trail. "He couldn't take us across," Gretel says. Hansel clambered onto the dog, and it swam his across the lake. Then it came back and got Gretel. Once they were across, everything did look familiar. They were able to go home so quickly then. They were able, and Fog the dog followed, making sure they took all the right turns. Their father was so happy to have them home and safe, and Hansel and Gretel made sure never to wander alone in the woods again. Thank you for watching. Perfect! This was the story of the fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. Let's go to the page 36 and try to explain, and I explain a little bit of the activity that we need to do for today as a homework. Perfect. Vamos a la página siguiente para explicarles un poquito de lo que van a hacer en la página 36 en su librito o en la hojita de trabajo. Let's go. Perfect. This is the page, the correct page that we need to work for today, okay? This is Hansel and Gretel, the story that I said previously in the video, okay? Perfect. Pay attention to these parts only, yeah? You only need to listen to me. Perfect. Vamos a leer un poquito esta partecita nada más. Vamos, quiero que la repitan un par de vecitas después de mí. Don't worry. Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom? Vamos, ahora ustedes, niños. Perfect. Vamos, una vecita más. Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom? Perfect. Una vecita más y más fuerte. Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom? Perfect. Perfect, my friends. Good job. Now, your homework. Your homework is please act it out. Vamos a actuar un poquito. Vamos a hacer un video cortito o un audio, ya depende de nuestras posibilidades. Vamos a grabarnos. Nosotros, los niñitos, vamos a hacer la partecita que está de color azul, ¿ok? Vamos a hacer la partecita que está de color azul aquí en las letritas, ¿ya? Vamos a hacer. Los niños van a decir lo mejor que puedan, ¿no? No importa, eso va a ser con ayuda de sus papitos, obviamente. Van a hacer. En el video, ya empezando a grabar el videíto o el audio, vamos a empezar a decir May I have some cookies? Y sus papitos, su mamita, sus hermanitos, quien les esté ayudando, va a leer la partecita que está en rojo, ¿ok? Ya, perfect, ya, lo leen así sus papitos. Yes, you may. Ha, 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 I will eat you up. Ok, ahí les toca a ustedes otra vez, la que está en azul, la partecita que está en azul. Oh no, please, let us go. Perfect. Ahora van sus papitos, dicen, I want to go home. Y ahora ustedes, me too. Y sus papás, no way. Perfect, vamos, recuerden, la partecita azul vamos a tratar de leerla ustedes, ¿ya? Quiero que la lean un poquito nada más, lo mejor que puedan. Y sus papitos la que está en rojo. De eso van a hacer un videíto o un audio. And please send me to Google Classroom or WhatsApp. This is the homework for you, okay? Perfect. That's all for today, my friends. Remember, take care and principally be happy. Goodbye, my little kids. Bye.